assault and batteries, but my trunk stay ever ready. Yep. Assault and battery, if you scared, you never ready. Yep.
All right, we're only 2 days into the year 2026, and already people have been reporting nonstop about Chris Jericho returning to WWE this upcoming Monday on Raw. Most likely, people assume he's going to be showing up during the CM Punk and Braun Breaker main event for the 1-year anniversary on Netflix. I guess he could be screwing over CM Punk and kind of jumping right into a main event program with probably the biggest, or at least the top 3 biggest superstars in the company right now. As much as I would like to see him return at the Royal Rumble and make one of those unforgettable return moments, keeping it a secret, knowing that the Royal Rumble is in Saudi Arabia and the travel time, someone is going to see him, and I think just it's off the tables. Keeping it a surprise for that long, I think, would be next to impossible, but it is doable, but very unlikely. So with that, I do feel that Netflix Raw is probably the best bet if you want to keep him, under the black hood and keep him in the tour bus, for the whole show. But regardless of what it is, Jericho was a big part of what AEW laid its foundation about, and it's, as an AEW fan, it sucks to see him go, but like I said in my previous video, I feel like he's done all he could in that company, and unfortunately the fans kind of flipped the switch on him, much like they did with Cody, and reality is a lot of the fans kind of regret doing that because he has become one of the main reasons that him and CM Punk are the main reasons that AEW has gone from 1 million viewers to now barely scratching 500,000, even like 400,000. So with Jericho being gone and being one of those guys who really, I feel, could have done so much, whether it be backstage, whether it be in the ring, he made so many guys like credible. Orange Cassidy, Sammy Guevara, MJF, just to name a few. I feel like AEW fans are really they're gonna feel it, especially knowing that it's gonna be a retirement tour, and it's like he could have had all this in AEW, but because fans think they're smarter than what they are and they like to boo them and just chant stupid stuff, and that's really kind of makes someone not want to resign. And I know people will, it's like beating down a dead horse, but that moment, and this is going back to Cody Rhodes, that moment when he threw that weight belt out into the crowd and it got thrown right back is when I feel he knew that he was done in that company. And with Chris Jericho, that whole learning tree gimmick started off as like, it couldn't catch any legs and people didn't give it a chance, and people started chanting, please retire to him, and one thing led to the next, and he's been off TV. But, I think when he does debut and when he returns, and, AEW fans are going to be punching the air, and it's going to be like, you had it, we had it, and you just don't appreciate it. And now that he's going to be back in WWE, it's, just another one of those things that puts WWE just head and shoulders above AEW, whether it be maybe not in the ring, but definitely when it comes to presentation, superstardom, and just having credible guys to really take your company to the next level. Jericho was a guy who was so pro AEW, and he was, going in interviews saying that he's going to predict that Raw and AEW are going to go head to head eventually, and didn't happen. But, a guy who was very, very pro AEW, and just, he's gone now. He's back in WWE. I guess where he belongs. He did come quote unquote home, but it's a big loss for AEW, and big W for the WWE. So let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys in the next video.